Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is another episode in my long-running series where I'm eating up the food already in my house, avoiding doing any big food shops and kind of making do, being a bit frugal with the food in my cupboards, fridge and freezer. I got into a terrible habit of just buying new food each week, even though we still had lots in the freezer that should be eaten or stuff sitting in the cupboard that we could be a bit more inventive with. I've been essentially eating all of that food that I forgot about in my cupboards, fridge and freezer. It's been such a fun journey. This week has probably been my favourite week, probably because it was the hardest, but we came up with some great recipes. That was so I've really enjoyed it. So you're going to see some amazing meals this week, using up what we had already in the freezer. We are going on holiday, so it's not like I can do a food shop now. I've been avoiding doing any kind of food shop. I didn't want any food just like left in the fridge doing nothing. We have officially got to the point now where we need to do a big batch bulk food shop. So when we're back from holiday, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be making lots of meal plans, seeing how far I can stretch this big food shop. I'll be doing a massive Aldi food shop haul and stuff like that as well. So that's for when we're back from holiday. Very excited about that. But because we're going on holiday this week, we're gone with HelloFresh. This part of the video is sponsored by HelloFresh again. I'm very excited about that. HelloFresh is a meal delivery box service, in case you haven't heard of them. For me and Lawrence, for our family, it makes sense to do this as a replacement. Apparently my sink wants to make lots of noise, sorry about that. Lawrence and I were using HelloFresh as like a replacement of any treat meals and takeaways that we've been having, because we're really trying to hone in and save. Although it isn't frugal type thing, it is definitely an amazing replacement for buying takeaways and buying regular, like, expensive treat meals going out. HelloFresh for us feels like a takeaway style treat. We've picked amazing recipes this week. We're also going on holiday, and I find it absolutely amazing that HelloFresh just sends you the actual basic ingredients of what you need. There's no accidental overbuying, no wasted food left over, because generally everything they send you, you use up for that meal. So it's been really useful, especially leading up to the few days before we're going away. We're actually for tonight having a gorgeous dinner. Szechuan glazed chicken burger. So this is like, because we're actually going on holiday tomorrow, this is our pre-holiday meal. Previously, we would always get like a takeaway before going on holiday, but I personally cannot justify spending that amount of money just on one meal. You could get several meals for the same sort of price from HelloFresh. I always go for the options that are in the low maintenance, so like quick, easy meals, and also the takeaway style meals. This to me sounded a bit more like a takeaway style because it's not something I have very often. We picked a few things as well for when we return from holiday, because I think it'll be really great to have that in the freezer. Get back from holiday, whilst we're unpacking, washing, we've got dinner already in the freezer that we can just get out and make that day. I've left my link and code down below and on the screen because they're giving you a big discount. I personally think with the discount especially, it's really worth the money. If you're going on holiday, and especially if you're doing what we're doing, which is saving money by not buying takeaways and expensive treat meals like that right now, we're trying to like really hone in and save money on our food. Do go on and use that, just try it out for a while. You never know what you might try. You get to keep the recipe cards as well, obviously, so this is something we can like remake and things like that. Anyway, it's about dinner time now, so we're going to get on cooking our Szechuan chicken burger and finish packing. Fun. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the week. As I said, it's been my favourite week so far. Make sure you subscribe because there's a new series starting very soon where I'm doing batch cooking, and I'm doing 5 meals for £25 from Aldi, 5 meals for £25 from Lidl and places like that. So that's going to be a very fun, exciting series. If you want to see any holiday footage or holiday food things, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, let's just go. Okay, this recipe is my pizza swirls. They are baby friendly and absolutely delicious and so easy. Most of this stuff I have already in the cupboard, and we always buy spinach, so that's part of my necessity shop. Don't have some of the stuff, it's really affordable, so grated mozzarella and puff pastry, both from Aldi, very affordable. The first thing you need to do is make your pizza sauce or base sauce. So just it's so easy actually. You just boil down some passata, add some Italian herbs, and you're done. And then pick your toppings for your pizza swirls. So I chop spinach really finely because obviously this is for my baby as well. And I'm also going with sweet corn today and obviously mozzarella. So once your tomato base has simmered down for a while and thickened up, spread it over the pre-rolled pastry and with your chopped spinach. By the way, we had lots of the tomato passata left over and we used it in a pasta sauce later that week, like the next day. So yeah, it was a really good way of like making do for both recipes. So I'm putting my toppings on now, put lots of mozzarella over the spinach, and then I'm going to be sprinkling some sweet corn. Obviously I don't use all of a can of sweet corn, so I have stored it in a glass jar in the fridge, which will keep fresh for about 2 days. And then roll the pizza roll up. Honestly, this is so nerve-wracking. I don't know why I get so nervous because it's actually not that difficult. But I've rolled it up now, which is great. And then you chop it into like 2 centimeter thick. You'll see me do it. But it's about 2 centimeters thick, and lay them out, put an egg wash on and cook them in the oven on 180 for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. And yeah, they're absolutely delicious. Like the whole family, everyone will love them. So affordable to make and really easy to give to Oren because pastry is just melts in the mouth, so really easy for him to eat and pick up and hold, and he loves the veggies in it, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. So we absolutely love these in this house, and it was a great use of just herbs and sweet corn in the cupboard and spinach in the fridge, and very, very quick to make. Guys, the hay fever started a bit early this year. My eyes, so itchy. Sorry for the mess, we've literally been out all day. We had a really nice day out. We went on a little railway, but we're home now, and I'm so excited for dinner tonight because Lawrence is making his salmon risotto, which is like, for me, I've only had it once. I've had it twice in my life. The first time I had it, I didn't like it. The second time I had it, Lawrence made it for me a few weeks ago, and I absolutely loved it. We were looking through the cupboards, what we have left. We had salmon in the freezer, bonus, and we have risotto in the cupboard. So we have this half-open bag one from Tesco, and this one, which originally is from Lidl. So they were sitting in the cupboard. So we've got the risotto, we've got lemons, it's picked up white wine, we've got cheese in the fridge from spag bowl we made a few weeks ago, with the beef mince in the freezer. So we've still got some parmesan left over, and I don't know what else he puts in it, but I'm gonna try film as much as I can. Stock cubes that have been sitting in the cupboard for ages. So yeah, it's gonna be a really, really nice dinner. We've got veg in the freezer, so let's just do that. Okay, risotto time. As you can see, Lawrence is very kindly putting out all the ingredients. So you need your risotto, some garlic, some 2 onions. As you can see, these onions are now sprouting, so I think they need to be eaten. A lemon, some parmesan, and did I say onion? Yeah. Oh, and some stock cubes. So we use low salt veggie or chicken stock cubes. I think these were low salt chicken stock cubes because our baby is also eating this. So chop up your onions and your garlic and brown them together. Grate lots of lemon zest and get that ready for later. Oh, you also need white wine. White wine was an addition we added this week. After you've browned your onions and garlic together for a while, you can throw in your risotto rice. And essentially making risotto is just like a patient game, something I have very little of. You just keep adding liquid over and over until that risotto is really delicious and moist, but not like oversaturated. So you do have to add it slowly. So I just add 1 glass of wine, which by the way is completely not necessary. You can just add stock and that's absolutely fine, but we added wine. Grate all of your parmesan and then slowly but surely add your stock water. So we use this whole jug of water, a big large glass of wine, and about another half jug of just plain boiling water, slowly stirring it in. By the way, this half bag of risotto made 3.5 meals, large meals to be fair, so you could probably like feed up to 4-5 people with this. Stir in a load of petit pois, frozen peas, or normal garden peas, and they'll slowly cook, and then throw in lots of your lemon zest, your parmesan and your lemon juice, and mix that all together very slowly. The last thing you add is your salmon. If you want to add salmon, you can add mushrooms if you like. We actually add our salmon, stir it for a while, and then take out Oren's portion, my son's portion, this stage, because I'm just about to like season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. You know, it's actually quite naturally salty because of the salmon and things, so you don't need to add a lot of salt at all, but we do add quite a lot of pepper. So I put his portion aside. He absolutely loved it, by the way, like loved it. Add lots of pepper to ours and then start serving up. So this feels like such a bougie recipe to me. It feels so nice and delicious, and it's actually such a cupboard friendly meal. Because everything in this can be stored in the freezer or cupboard and stored for a long time. So add a nice drizzle of olive oil on top before serving, just gives it that nice silky texture. And yeah, you're done. Enjoy with a glass of wine if you drink wine. And yeah, it's a great meal. Loved it. All I can do is sincerely apologise for how I look right now. It's a Sunday morning, and yeah, I wasn't about to make myself look half decent. I'm sorry. Just got out of the bath. Oren is having a nap. He's 2 hours in. Long may it continue. Tonight's dinner, we didn't have anything in really. We're going on holiday very, very soon, so we don't want to like buy too much anymore. Not that we're buying much anyway. But we remembered we have bags of curry left over in the freezer, so I'm going to get those out. We're probably going to zhuzh them up with some more like herbs and spices, and spinach and potatoes, and it's super duper easy. So everything we're eating today is already in the house and needs eating up. So I'm going to get the bags of curry out so they can defrost throughout the day, and then we can cook them tonight. Found chicken tikka, which is airtight. That's enough for 2. I found a little dal, so Oren can have some of the dal and we can have a little bit on our plate. This is going to be like a full curry. And butter chicken we made a few weeks ago. And 2 naan breads. So I'm going to get it all out, put it in the fridge, defrost it. I'm going to eat it later and I can't wait. Okay, so we are just cutting up some potatoes. We're going to make sagaloo, I think, which is chopped potatoes, some spinach, and then we add lots of things like garlic powder, cumin, coriander. I think maybe a little bit of garam masala, but I'm not sure, but lots of cumin and garlic. Spinach and potatoes is something we have in the house all the time. There's our curry, just like getting all creamy in the background. We combined the 2 chicken curries together and turned it into like a kind of butter chicken. Did some curry spices. Serve up. We added some fresh chilies as well because we had those in the fridge. And the dal turned out really nice as well. We just kind of dry fried it a little bit just to get rid of some of the liquid. And serve up. Oren had some of the dal, so he really enjoyed that. And yeah, it was actually such a delicious meal, all from the freezer. I was really impressed. Hello, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. I am just about to pop out on a hike with Oren and my best friend and a dog she's babysitting. So I'm trying to think, 'cause while he's asleep, I'm trying to think what I can make quickly. I'm really not a fan of lunch. I find lunches really throw me off balance, particularly when I'm trying to eat affordably. I always struggle. However, I think I've got something nice in the freezer which I'm going to use for lunch today. Hopefully it'll go successful. Actually, I need to turn the oven on. Peri no chicken fillets. So 2 vegan plant menu from Aldi chicken fillets. They look good, to be fair. I've not actually heard anyone talk about them yet, so I really wanted to try them. They cook in 20 minutes. Gosh, we're really pushing it for time. I'm gonna make it like a peri chicken sandwich. Hopefully we've got salad in the fridge. We are really running low on everything now. I think I mentioned before, but we're going away soon, so I've not really wanted to do like any shopping at all because I don't want food just sitting in the fridge. I'll try and find anything that I can put in with this sandwich. I don't think there's much, but let's see what we can do. Look how good these look. They look so good. I'm excited to try that. They've got like some nice kind of batter around them. This has turned out so good. I'm so excited to try this. It's turned out, well, it looks really good anyway. Let's try it.